Hi, it's Mia here, and I'm so excited to have this opportunity to talk to you a little bit about the Core Moms Accountability Program. I am excited about creating a program for mompreneurs so that they can have accountability systems to create predictable results in their business. Now, here's my story. This is why I created the Core Moms Accountability Program. When I started my business about 16 years ago, there were no mom coaches. Nope. I know you're surprised. There were no mom coaches. There were no examples for me to follow. I didn't even know the term mom coach. I didn't know that that ultimately was going to be the type of life coaching that I would follow. I loved being a mom. I was a new mom. I had my son, Patrick, and I loved being a mother. And I had a background as a trainer. I had been a corporate trainer. I had done educational training, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed training. And I thought, if I could somehow combine my love of training and my love of motherhood, I'd have the perfect business. And that's what really stirred the idea for me to do mom coaching, if you will. And so just like any new entrepreneur, when you have a great idea, you know that you need support, but you're not necessarily sure what support you need. And so I thought the first thing that I'm going to do is check out a business resource center. They can surely help me get started in business, help me figure out the forms that I need to, incorporate my business and all the technical stuff. But, maybe they have some examples that I can follow so that I can have success in my business. So I set up an appointment with my local business resource center. And when I met with my coordinator, who was nice enough, I shared my idea. I was excited, as I'm sure you are about your ideas. And I talked about how I wanted to combine my love of being a mom, meaning people ask me all the time in motherhood, how do you do this or that? And I knew that I had something special about the way that I approached motherhood that I could teach other people in some way. And then I knew I had a background in training, and that's what I shared during my appointment with my, resource coordinator. And I was soon told that the idea was not a good idea and that it would likely not work. But what would work is if I started a training business in the traditional sense and lose the mom piece of the training, okay? And I was devastated. I always thought it was a great idea. I had been thinking about it days and weeks and months and really dreaming out in my mind what I wanted to do. And so I left that appointment deflated. I was sad. I was embarrassed. How could I share this great idea, this thing I thought was absolutely fabulous, and realize it was silly, okay, and that it wouldn't work? And by the time I got to my car that day, I cried. I was so hurt. I was so disappointed in myself. I was embarrassed, really. And that was my first experience. And I know that some of you can relate because you've probably shared your special ideas, your silly ideas with other people also. And this is what happened for me. I went home. I began to just do some research to see if I could find anyone working in the mom training space in the way that I wanted to. And while I didn't find that, what I did find was a coach who was a business coach, Terry, who I eventually hired, who had a business model that I really liked, and I wanted to learn from her. And she taught me how to essentially take my idea, which wasn't silly, and to create a business around it, to structure a business around it. And I did. And I stayed with Terry for many years, coaching with her back and forth, and I learned that it was actually a great idea in a great direction. And so my takeaway for you is that if you too have shared your ideas with people who have said this is not a great idea, you need to, get a job. You need to find something safe. You need to do something everyone else is doing. I'm here to tell you, you don't have to do that. That likely the advice that you're getting, it isn't because they're trying to discourage you. It's just that they don't see what you see. They don't know what you know about what your capacity is. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about Core Moms. the reason that I created the Core Moms Accountability Program, literally when I created this coaching program for moms, which I piloted for 2 years to make sure I had the exact curriculum that a mom would need who has a basic idea, who wants to position that idea to create product, services, to position herself as an expert, to learn how to sell and market from scratch. And I mean scratch. Because remember, when I got started, I didn't have a following. I didn't even have a title. I didn't even have a niche. I didn't know what my niche was. And that may be true for you also. But here's the beautiful part of it. Even though I didn't know any of those things, and even though you don't know any of those things, it doesn't mean you can't have success. In fact, today I've been able to write 4 books in my niche in mom coaching. Time for Mommy, 5 Essential Strategies for Mother's Self-Care. I've been able to be an in-demand media personality. I've done several national Emmy nominated shows, including the new Ricky Lake show where I coached a family live. I joined the cast of America Now television show, which was Emmy nominated and nationally syndicated for the 2013 and 2014 season. And I'm excited about that. My advice has been featured in major publications, Essence and Woman's World and Self Magazine. I write for the Huffington Post, and that's just a snippet of sort of the social proof, because I know you need to know that the person that's going to teach you how to do the exact same thing has done it themselves. That's important. But I think what's most important is that I care about being a mom, and I care about building a business and a life that complement one another. And when I designed the Core Moms curriculum, it absolutely does that. I don't know that there are any other coaching curriculums out there that has a part business curriculum, a part life curriculum, because what I know is that my life informs my business, meaning I want to be in the classroom sometimes with my kids. And so I want to design a business that allows me the flexibility to do that. I'm a full-time entrepreneur. I've been a full-time entrepreneur for 11 years, okay? And I'm proud of that. And I designed a business that allowed me freedom. And I love to teach my clients how to do time-rich models, how to have a business that doesn't own you. When I started my business, I didn't travel a lot. I still don't travel a lot. That wasn't the model that I created in my business. I loved having dinner with my family every night. My husband was a dialysis patient for 6 years, and so I didn't travel. It wasn't a part of my business model. And you don't have to travel either to build an amazing business in your niche, in your speaking business, in your platform as an author, in your product-based business, in your service-based business. There are lots of different models that you can follow also that will give you the recognition, the reach, and allow you to position your products and services with corporations, for partnerships, for sponsorship opportunities that will allow you to leverage and leverage and leverage. And I've done exactly that. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So on the pages here, you'll be able to read all about all the modules that we have for the Core Mom curriculum, including the business curriculum. It's all laid out here. And then the life curriculum, which I think is great, focusing on what's draining you, making sure you've got a clear place to work and be creative, and that we know how you're structuring your time. Because I believe any mom can build her business 2 to 3 hours a week, because that's what I did. Initially, I only built my business at 9 o'clock at night, between 9 p.m. and 1 a.m., because that was the only time that I had those first 4 years in my business, and it was perfect for me, and I'm a night owl. But it doesn't have to be that for you. It could be your 2 to 3 hours a week that you choose that you want to work. I specifically target moms and to show them exactly how creating a formula and a system to grow your business and work your business is what will allow you to have success, okay? And so you have the business curriculum, you have the life curriculum, and you also have an open coaching call with me every month. I do not outsource the call. You are talking to me each month. You can ask any question that you have, and I will answer it. I will answer it personally for you. I wanted that for you because, you know what? I've been a part of coaching programs where I sign up because I like the coach that's running the program, and I never have the opportunity ever to talk one-to-one with the coach that I signed up with to begin with. So this program doesn't work like that. You sign up, you get an open coaching call with me every month. You can ask me any question that you have on that call, and I will answer it. I answer every question on the call, right? So what I want you to do is breathe all of this in. It's really a great program. It's an exciting program, and our clients have gotten results. You'll read the results on the page. Look at the testimonial videos. I think there are 35 or more business and life testimonials that we've provided for you as the proof you need to see what my clients say about working with me. All right, so I'm done talking for now, but it's been a delight, and thank you so much for your time. Read everything on the page. Make sure you download the free calls, the training calls, so you get a sense of my style and how I teach and how the program works. And if you have any questions, you'll see my number on the page. Feel free to leave me a message, and we'll make sure that your questions get answered, okay? I'll talk to you soon. Have a nice day. Have an extraordinary day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.